Yeah, we're going to start getting serious about this, and it's really important. You don't have to do any of this, of course, but the best to understand and to get value out of what it is I'm sharing, because I'm not really doing this for therapy. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for really the country. I know that sounds self-important, but that's I don't know if you guys are really paying attention, but there's really a lot of really bad things going on in the country, and I'm experiencing some stuff that I can see. I'm in a very unique position where I can see, been able to see all the way through state systems, how they're related with hospital care, and I'm telling you now that it's all connected, and it's very dangerous, very dangerous. It's absolutely unbelievable. A few things that you should know. You should know about the Salem situation. Uh, Not necessarily the witch trials, but Salem and what happened. Just understand the concept of mass hysteria. Also, kind of how it seems as if they kind of want this part of our history to kind of be not really all that important. And if you look at COVID and you look at other different things, you can see how our government and many governments are trying to control their people through hysteria. And I always thought that Salem was the example of um, what we don't want in our country. Mass hysteria is a scary thing. It creates anxiety. It creates accidents. It creates, well, sometimes it creates crazy people that act on that hysteria. And we don't need that. So know about Salem. Know about the McMartins. This is the Manhattan Beach preschool trial. Just paying close attention to the counseling services that came on to supposedly help the kids tell them about their abuse is what it was supposed to be about. But it's a pretty amazing story. It's one of the most expensive court cases ever, and really sad. Miss McMartin, the oldest one, was 70 or 80, and she had to go to court in a bulletproof vest, and every time she had to put it on, she was crying. She just couldn't believe that she was being treated in such a manner when all she did was take care of the kids there in that area. Beautiful part of California, by the way. Uh, I can almost guarantee you that not only have law enforcement and those that are supposed to be helping children are not using this as precedent to change how they deal with these kind of very sensitive subjects. And this is a very good, shiny example of why they should have made some strong adjustments to how they deal with such a. I'll just keep it in a sensitive manner. Please know Stanley Milgram, his obedience to authority. This is a good one to know anyway. You can apply this to your everyday life because if you look up Stanley Milgram and the obedience to authority, the experiments he was running to write that book, you'll understand that he's also being kind of sidelined. You'll understand that it's extremely vital what it was that he was sharing with us. You should also, these are kind of extra, know those first three: Salem, Manhattan Beach preschool trial, Stanley Milgram, Philip Zimbardo. He's the one who did the Stanford prison experiment. So you may want to try and check that out because that shows you how people in positions of authority and how even people who know what it is that they're doing can yet be in a position of how would you say to behave in a certain way simply by putting on a uniform. And yeah, I can't really finish this right now because I got this right here yelling and acting crazy, and yeah. This is what we deal with all the time. So Zimbardo and the Stanford prison experiment would be a good secondary information related to all of this. Oh, come here, bud. I'm sorry.
Ow! That hurt!
And no Anthony Pratkenis, which is. Let me get this real quick.
Got a good drink at the Burger Bill.
I'm gonna give you a little fucking dessert right here, bro.
What they do? Oh,
Kick rocks. Kick motherfucking rocks. I hope a bus doesn't hit you. No, I mean that. I hope a bus doesn't hit you. He walks right into a bus. Anyway, Anthony Pratkenis of the University of California, Santa Cruz, and he studies influence, and I'm sorry, Bella. He studies influence, and he did an experiment that consists of 12 people. Only one of them is actually part of the experiment, or is a how do you call it, a participant. All the 11 are actually actors in the experiment, and but the 12th person doesn't know that. They basically do a simple exercise, math exercises, at its most basic, like saying 2 plus 2 equals 5. And I know that most of you think that you would be like, no, it equals 4. But it takes within 5 to 9 tries for the average human being to be influenced to say that it's 5 and to actually agree with everyone else there. No, we all agree it is 5. 2 plus 2 equals 5. And it's just as strong and also very valuable for today because whether it's apps, whether it's marketing, or whether it's our government trying to influence you beyond what your needs are, to sell you something, to make you do something, or any of those kinds of things. This shines a light on just how easy it is for us to be influenced. Well, we know this because of TikTok and other kinds of things also. But this kind of gets down to a really interesting kind of a test, kind of a simple test. And just so you know, there was one participant. She was Asian, possibly Vietnamese, who couldn't understand what was going on. And she would dare not say that it was 5 because she knew better. But she actually began crying and had quite an emotional situation. And it's it's very interesting that it was the Asian person that stood alone when in their culture in general they're more of a community minded, not just Vietnamese but in general Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and they're more apt to being open to a collective thought. Uh, but apparently they've been taught that collective thought should fit with facts that matter. And well, I'm not trying to dog our country or any of our citizens or myself or you, but the fact of the matter is that's not. We don't do that. We just nod our head and keep moving on, or we're just too busy to really pay attention to any other BS than paying for our bills and making our money and taking care of our kids and taking care of our parents and taking care of our neighbors and taking care of ourselves. And all that is important. But none of that is going to matter if we don't come together, fix this broken criminal justice system and court system. And, we really got to work on our politicians too. We might have to flex the Constitution here on everybody, which I don't think is such a bad thing. Uh, you know, we got Israel and Hamas going on right now, and Russia, Ukraine, and other kinds of things that could make a change for us, anyways, if it goes to World War III, or if something really bad happens and there goes to be a nuclear war. You can strike all this to the side because it's going to be basically a zombie apocalypse. Um, and I'm not sure how polite or courteous we're going to be with anybody else, or if there'll be any type of law or organized law or anything of that nature. So, so I look forward to bringing you all some good content, and I hope the video was fun. Uh, it's always going to be that I'm going to have some of these fools around because, well, we'll get into that more later also. But I do thank you and appreciate you for your time, and and a nice couple with their baby. I don't think they want to. I don't want to put them on camera. Yeah. Anyway, and just to be clear, regardless of what I say and what I do and I've done, I really don't like recording and all that kind of stuff. Privacy is actually very important to me. But in a situation where you have to show what the heck's going on, I mean, I don't have any choice. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to really bringing you some. A lot of it's in my estimation a bit of humor to it, but it's quite scary when you consider the fact that the reality of it is uh, they're simply invading all of us, and worse off, they're using us against each other. It's like we've become East-West Germany. If you know about East-West Germany and everyone spying on each other and all this kind of uncomfortable awkwardness, and you take that and you add technology, and it becomes very dangerous, extremely dangerous. So I do appreciate your time, and yeah, I look forward to sharing much with you. Thank you.